Hi, and welcome to video 9 in our series. This video is entitled Closing the Transaction, and will give you a complete explanation of what is required in preparation of the closing, what you need to bring to closing, and what is involved in the actual closing process. We'll begin with getting ready for closing. During the period between contract acceptance and closing, you should begin making preparations for your move. Now, occasionally there are delays that may result in having to reschedule the closing, so make your final moving plans only after a firm settlement date has been set. After the buyer's mortgage loan has been approved, we'll arrange a closing location and a time that's suitable for you and for the buyers. Closing will most often take place at the title company's office and will be attended by you and your agent and the buyers and their agent. And the closing will be conducted by a closer from the title company. Prior to the day of closing, the title company will prepare the final HUD-1 settlement statement. This is a standardized document required by the U.S. government for all real estate transactions where a loan is involved. This multi-page form breaks down all the figures, cost, and fees associated with your transaction. It's critical that these figures on this form are accurate because we're talking about dollars here, and so we'll want to review the settlement statement with you prior to closing. This next section deals with what items are needed at closing. First of all, and very important, is you need to bring a photo ID, preferably a driver's license or a state-issued identification card. And if you don't have either of these types of identifications, then you'll need to contact the title company to find out what alternatives are acceptable. You'll need to bring keys to the house, to the garage, utility sheds, any codes for any security systems, and mailbox keys. And this is assuming that you and the buyer had previously agreed to deliver possession on the day of closing. But if possession is a day or two after closing, then we'll make other arrangements to deliver the keys and such to the buyers. Bring any receipts or invoices for any work that you had done as a result of the inspection notice, which was discussed in the prior video, number 8. If you have them, bring instructions and manuals for maintenance and operation of all the appliances or any mechanical equipment, and bring warranties for any work that you recently had done. Sometimes these are left in the house, like in a drawer in the kitchen for the new owners. If you have them, bring original blueprints and drawings. The last section of the video is about closing the sale. First off, most closings take about 1.5 hours to complete, sometimes more, but sometimes less. All legal documents required to convey title to the new owners will have been prepared in advance by the title company in accordance with the closing instructions that we'd already given them. Unless specifically requested by you, you'll not be given an opportunity to review any of these documents prior to closing. However, these documents are standardized and meet the requirements of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the Colorado Real Estate Commission, and the lenders who will be financing the buyer's purchase. The closer will present each document to you, along with an explanation of the nature and purpose of the document before requesting you to sign it. And of course, feel free to ask questions prior to signing anything if you have any questions. After you've signed most of your package, it's time for the buyers to sign their package. There are quite a few more documents the buyer has to sign because they're signing a lot of paperwork relating to their loan. So at this point, you just sit back and relax. Now, when everything is finally signed and notarized, you're done. You've successfully sold your house. So congratulations. But before you leave, the title company will provide you with a check for your sale proceeds, or if you prefer, they can wire the funds directly into your bank account. Again, you'll also deliver the keys to the buyer at the end of closing, or whenever possession of the property has been agreed upon according to the original contract. That's it for this video. Thanks for taking time to watch, and hopefully you now have a complete understanding of what is required in preparation of the closing, what you need to bring to closing, and what is involved in the actual closing process. There is one final video in this series that you definitely want to watch. The short but vitally important video deals with brokers' commissions. a seller's largest cost of selling a home. So be sure to watch that one, and thanks again. We'll see you later.